The bookstore is making a big comeback, and it's thanks in part to TikTok. Creators posting their favorite books, reviews, and bookcase setups have built an online community now known as Book Talk.
It's been so impactful that Barnes & Noble announced it's opening more than 50 new stores across the U.S. But you know, here on Talk Pittsburgh, we like to shop local, and there are so many incredible locally owned bookstores across the city.
With us today is one of our favorites, a White Whale Bookstore in Bloomfield. General Manager Luis Alberto Correa is here with us to share some of the most exciting books coming out this season. But before we even get into that, let's talk about the store in general, because if you're not a big reader, you don't have to stay away from the White Whale.
No, you can come in, get a nice latte. We make a great one there. And in the evening, we also do cocktails.
Oh, because I know Boaz, he was just there and he was exploring the entire store, and there was so much to do outside of just books.
Yeah. We also host events and book clubs. It's a place where you can come, gather, talk with friends, and then pick up a book as well.
Love that.
Sounds fun. All right, well, let's start with some of your new book recommendations. The first one is, if you need a good cry, pick up this one.
Yeah, this one is Memorial, and it's by Geraldine Brooks. She is known for her historical fiction, and she brings that to talking about the loss of her husband, who is also a writer too. And so she takes this trip to a remote village out in Australia, thinks about nature, thinks about her relationship with her husband, who she was with for many years. And it's a book for nature lovers. It's a book for people who loved her previous novels. And it's a book for people who really want to moisten their eyes at night a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't used to be a crybaby, but now I am. So that one would get me.
And a book is my favorite way to do it.
Yeah.
It's a nice release. Okay, so you do have a local author recommendation.
Yeah, I'm
for
very
March.
excited about this one. I brought my advanced reader copy of this.
Ooh.
It's Guatemalan Rhapsody by Jared Lemus. He actually came in and gave me a copy of this in the
Did he
store.
sign
I'm
it?
so excited. No, I'm gonna have to get him to sign it. These stories are so great. And you were talking earlier about doing resolutions to read more. Highly recommend picking up a book of short stories, because you can commit yourself to reading just a little bit of that story, and then you're done. You don't you can read that story in 15 minutes and it's all good.
Oh, I love that.
Beginning, middle, and end. And these stories take place in Guatemala and then some in Pittsburgh as well. And they feature medicine men, laundry workers, and tattoo artists, a wide range of characters that you'll fall in love with.
Yeah, and people who you can relate to, too.
Yeah,
I'm going to start
definitely.
reading that one. All right, so the next one is for April, and this is about two very different people whose lives become intertwined.
Yes, so this is Audition by Katie Kitamura. It is one that you'll pick up and you'll start to think to yourself, what is happening?
Ooh,
It's
okay.
a psychological literary thriller where the sentences are sharp, precise, beautiful, but you'll read it and you'll end up with more questions than answers at the end. And it's something that I highly recommend to read with a friend or a book club, because then you can come up with your own theories about what's happening between this actress and a man who says that he might be her son.
Oh, boy. Drama.
Yes, right? And she's doing a play. Is the play the reality? What is happening? What's fact and fiction? Highly recommend.
I can tell you love this book.
Oh,
the
yeah.
passion
I'm
that
on
you...
the edge of my seat with this book when I was
Sounds
reading
like
it the
a
whole
brain
time.
exercise.
It does,
just reading
doesn't
it,
it?
right?
Boy.
Okay, so talk about any wild cards that we need to be aware of.
So the biggest book of the year, by far, I think, is going to be One Day Everyone Will Have Been Against This by Omar Al-Akkad.
Okay.
It is so beautifully written. No matter what your opinion is on Palestine and Israel, everyone needs to read this book, because it is an impassioned plea by a human who has written fiction, done journalism, and he's putting all those skills into this great book for fans of Baldwin and for fans of Ta-Nehisi Coates. He really stirs something deep within you. I feel like this book is going to create a seismic shift in a lot of people's souls.
Yeah.
Louis, I had to tell you, the wild card for me is that you didn't mention any dragons in fiction. I feel like that is so popular
Well,
right now.
people know about Onyx Storm, and
something's coming out
Yeah,
soon,
yeah.
who knows,
Actually, it came out 2 weeks ago. It was a huge release, and we sold out the first week that we had it. They're printing more copies already, and that is a good point to bring up, where it's really important with these newer releases that I mentioned. They're coming out in the future. So if you heard something that you're really excited about now, it's really important to put in a pre-order so that the bookstore knows that you're excited, and then more people can get excited and order the same book.
Oh, we love that. Such good recommendations.
Thank you.
Yes. Perfect segue. And again, you can pre-order those books at White Whale Bookstore in Bloomfield. Just head to our website, kdk.com/talkpittsburgh for more information.
All right, is the world a mystery? Does anything make sense? Well, Boaz is thinking about those questions and others as he explores a new show at the Carnegie Museum of Art. Boaz, are you getting philosophical on us?
Oh yeah, things are about to get very strange. We're entering the surreal world of Gertrude Abercrombie. There's this new exhibition at the Art Museum. We're going to show you around after the break.